Today, I'm going to show you a real American muscle car that should not exist. A 1969 Plymouth GTX that is both numbers matching and not numbers matching at all. By the end of this story, you'll know exactly how one car ended up with two identities and why this mistake makes it even more valuable than a perfect factory original. When this GTX first rolled into the shop, nothing seemed unusual. Real GTX body, correct trim, factory 440 Super Commando engine. But the moment the team pulled the engine and looked at the VIN stamp on the block, everything fell apart. The numbers didn't match a GTX at all. They belonged to a completely different car, a 1969 Dodge Super Bee with a 383 engine. At first, everyone thought the same thing. Was this car stolen at some point? Was the engine swapped? Was it a fake GTX wearing the wrong motor? But then came the twist. The casting date on the engine block was correct. The assembly date matched perfectly to the build sheet, and the last 8 digits of the VIN stamped on the engine matched this GTX's chassis number exactly. So how could one engine belong to two different cars? Either this car was hiding a crime, or something went wrong at the factory. The deeper they went, the stranger it got. The fender tag was real. The body numbers matched. No signs of fraud, no signs of tampering. Even the transmission and rear axle were original to this car. Everything screamed authentic GTX, except for that one VIN code pointing to a Super Bee. Here's where the story finally makes sense. Back in 1969, Chrysler factories weren't fully automated. Engines and bodies were matched by hand. And sometimes, when production was rushed, engines were stamped before they were assigned to the exact car they would go into. This engine was originally intended for a Dodge Super Bee. That is why it received a Super Bee VIN when it was first stamped. But before that engine ever reached the Super Bee assembly line, Chrysler reassigned it to this Plymouth GTX and restamped only the sequential numbers to match. So no, it isn't a clone. It isn't stolen. It's a factory mix-up. A human mistake frozen in steel. A 1 in a million GTX that technically started life as a Super Bee engine and ended up powering a completely different muscle car straight from the assembly line. And that's why today, this GTX is even more special than a perfect textbook example, because it proves something most people don't know, that even in the golden era of muscle cars, factories weren't flawless. People made mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes created legends. So the next time someone tells you their muscle car is numbers matching, remember this one: the GTX that broke the rules and still won.